Hello people, welcome to another episode of Coffee Talk. I realize I haven't done a coffee talk in ages, so I thought why not do an all natural one this time. So you see my face without any makeup, no lipstick, no eyeliner, nothing, and my hair is also sticking out in weird angles. I thought it's a good way to do a coffee talk, like not have to worry about getting my lipstick stains on the coffee cup and extra scrubbing privileges later. So I thought, okay, this was a good way of doing it. It's a very chill, chatty video that I want to do today. I want to share with you the books that I am currently reading, which the number is 4, and then I will talk to you about the social media break that I took. And that is another reason why I have given my face a break from makeup, because I've been filming all day today. It's been, I think, 4 hours. I filmed like 3 videos and it took a toll on my brain as well as on my skin. So it's just clean right now and I like it because I can actually touch my face now. So the books that I am currently reading, let's go from the book that I've been reading for the longest time now, and that is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. This is on the 20 books I want to read in 2020 list, and I have only gotten to page 168. I don't know why I'm not able to move forward with this. I think Nandini will kill me someday. I don't know what's going to happen. It's not bad, the writing is really good, but I just can't seem to find it in myself to actually pick this book up and read it. I don't know why. And then I'm also reading the subscriber pick for the month of November, and that is Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. I am on page 56 and I really like how the author has written this. It's non-fiction and it talks about the evolution of the Homo sapiens and how us sapiens, which means wise, could have eliminated the other species of the Homo genus. And I really like how the author has brought wit into this non-fiction book, because that always makes a book interesting to read. So this is another that I'm reading. But last night I also started 2 more books. I don't know why I do this to myself, but yeah, I did start 2 more books. One is Suncatcher by Romesh Gunasekara. This is a NetGalley arc that has been lying with me for a long time, and I finally started it and I'm at 18% already. And then I'm also reading a review copy called Tour of Love by Praveen Kona. So those are the 4 books that I am reading at the moment. And can I finish these 4 books before 15th? Who knows? So towards the end of last month, towards the end of October, I took a social media break. From the 28th of October to the 1st of November, I logged out of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all social media. Even WhatsApp I was not active on, and I really needed that break because it was getting a lot. Even now I think I'm returning to that place where I need a break, but it's a little better than what it was before that break right now. But how important is it to take social media breaks? The answer to that question is pretty simple. It is super important to take social media breaks because it impacts your mental health in a lot of ways. There's this urge to keep checking your social media to see how many followers I've gained or how many subscribers I've gained, and I get that that's a part and parcel of being a public person on social media. No, I wouldn't consider myself to be at a place where people take inspiration from me, but I also feel that irrespective of how huge you are on social media, it can take a toll on your mental health. And the news, for example, there's so much shit going on every single day, and through it all you just want to keep scroll so that you'll find something good, and in that quest to find something good your brain is just about to zap. And that is something that I realized was happening to me, because every time I sat down to read a book, I found my hand was going towards my phone. And every time I sat down to edit a video, the same thing happened again. My work keeps getting delayed because of that, and and apparently my phone was telling me that I apparently end up spending about 6 hours on the phone. And when I look back, I don't even remember what I did, because neither have I been engaging on Instagram, because I just can't find it in me to go and engage and interact right now. And neither have I been posting much on Twitter. Facebook is like, it's just there so that I share my video links, and that's all. And even then, the habit of me compulsively checking every single social media site is sort of, it took a toll on me, and I took that break. And those 4 days were some of my calmest, I must say. I won't say that the urge to check my phone was gone, because you can't be on social media for so many years and then suddenly expect to not find yourself wanting to check social media. It does not happen like that. Habits are cultivated over time. And even if you've cultivated a bad habit, bringing it down is going to take time. And those 4 days were so peaceful, I can't tell you, because so much time opened up for me. I read like 4.5 books during those 4 days, and I'm not even talking about light 100-page books. I'm talking about JCB prize books. But despite that break working really well for me, I feel like I've gone back to square one now, and the whole cycle is repeating yet again. Just yesterday I was feeling this urge to just give everything up. I just wanted to shut it down. Like, what am I doing this for? I didn't know. Like, the whole day I was in such a funk that I actually had to film quite a few videos, and I ended up filming not even one. I put it off until today, and I don't know what that says. I mean, I know I chose the social media life, but there's got to be some way out of this, right? Some easy way out in which mental health does not get affected and everybody lives in peace. Something. So I'm just looking for that balance, and I know that it's just elusive. It's there somewhere. Like, if I'm here, it's there just 2 feet behind me, and I just can't find it when I turn to look for it. It's like that. And I know I said that your mental health is important, and if you feel that you need to take a break, because without your mental health being at its finest, what's the point of putting out all the content if you don't feel it? And I'm so sad and angry that I cannot take my own words, that I cannot take my own advice. I know that advice is right, because it is going to work. I really want to bring my blog back up also. So many times this year I said that I'm coming back to blogging regularly, and I'm sure that this time pakka I'm going to do it, but that somehow did not materialize. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you all, because I feel like you will understand this, the need to break away, the need to stay away from social media, and how much the pressure can get to you. That's the thing. I feel like I need another break, not just social media break. I need a break from this all. I'm sick and tired of this COVID-19, honestly. I mean, I know I'm in a place of privilege. I speak from a place of privilege, and there are so many people who are working against this disease, and there are so many people who are suffering. Yeah, 2020 hasn't been a year. Can we just cancel this year? But if we cancel this year, we'll be canceling a lot of progress, and a lot of shit will go under the radar, and we'll be ignoring it. So probably it's for the best. I mean, I hate it when people say it's for the best, things happen for good and all that, but I don't know, I can't bring myself to say anything other than that. This has been just another rambly, chatty kind of video because I wanted to share with you about my social media break and the importance of social media breaks. They are really important, guys. I have existential crisis, and I just can't seem to find that balance. But otherwise, social media breaks are important. If you feel like you need it, take it. Please take it. Make sure you stay away from anything that you think will impact your mental health. So yeah, I feel like I am going to be taking another break sometime soon. I don't know when, but I don't want to give up on YouTube because I love making videos, I love editing them, and I love putting them up for you to see. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to YouTubing. Even if I take a break from Instagram and Twitter and every other channel, because I love YouTubing. And yeah, I don't reply to comments as soon as I see them, and I know I really need to, and I'm sorry I don't, and I do appreciate them. And I really love you all for giving me the kind of love that you have given over the past 2.5 years. And I hope the Melodramatic Bookworm family will grow, and I hope that we all will stick together in times and take breaks whenever we need it, because nothing is more important than your mental health. Please, please, please know that. And please know that I understand you. I understand your need to stay away from social media if you need to go away from social media. I think that's about it for today. If you've made it this far, then a big thank you for staying and sticking by to the end, and in a lot more ways than just this. Thanks for watching, and thanks for sticking by me. And let me know what your thoughts about social media breaks, and whatever you're reading currently, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Our Melodramatic Bookworm family is growing, and it makes me so happy to see that. And let's just hope. I think that's all I can say right now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, stay safe, take care of your mental health, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.